Hi everybody, it's Andrew here again from GamerGuides.com and welcome to our Bravely Default Strategy Guide video for what many people have found to be a rather frustrating boss, and we certainly did. It is Chaugmaur from the Fire Temple. Now, straight away we're going to give you a few heads up on the boss. Firstly, do not attack the boss when the energy barrier is up. Unless you've got very specific moves, you will only deal 1 HP of damage, which is a complete waste of your time. So that's the first thing. You need to wait for it to... You actually have to wait until after the barrier has been dropped. But what will happen is, once he drops the barrier, do not attack him under any circumstances, because he's about to do his energy matter blast move, and that's just going to wipe out potentially half of your team if you're not careful. So you need to be ready for that. You need to make sure your team's at full health. You need to make sure you've got as many BP points as possible, and then you can counter attack once it has gone down. Now, there's a few things we're going to give you to make this battle much easier. We have actually gone in with the bare minimum of character levels, the bare minimum of class and stuff, to show you that this can be done even if you haven't got a massively overpowered team. Okay, clearly anything else on top of what we have is going to make it a lot easier. So for example, we made a point not to use Ablinks or Summon Friends either through any of our boss battles, and the reason being is Ablinks are obviously your friends that you've got on your 3DS, which will be different from person to person, and summons will either be what the game has given you or what you have, got through Street Pass or internet downloads, and again that will be completely random. There's not much point us using a summon or an Ablink, because we could have one that you don't simply have access to, so that's not very fair to you. So what we're saying is this can be done with the strategies we're using and the tips we're going to give you, but you can make your life even easier again by using whatever Ablinks and using whatever summon friends you have access to, because this is the boss you really want to be using them for. Now, getting back to the boss himself, the boss is weak to lightning. He is a member of the demon family, and he's got 40,000 HP on normal difficulty, which is what we're playing on. So with that in mind, we've unlocked quite a bit of Norrend Village. That's certainly one of the things we have done, even though our characters are currently all at level 33. So we've got quite a few bits with regards to lightning equipped specials. We make sure that the special moves are tipped for demons, and they've got an extra 30% damage boost as well. So what you'll find is our moves are actually very tuned for this particular boss, and that's what you need to do for all bosses. You need to make sure that your specials, your equipment and your gear is finely tuned. Speaking of classes and gear, to run down the classes we have unlocked the Salve Maker, which is from a submission, one of the previous submissions in this chapter. Now, he's a very difficult boss, and we do have a video on how to beat that boss, so if you're still struggling even after all the tips and watching this video that we give you today, then please go back, watch our video for how to beat the Salve Maker, and we've got a really good solid strategy for how to beat him. And he gives the compound ability, which lets you make some ridiculously overpowered healing devices and attacking spells for very little cost. So our top character, running from top to bottom, we've got a Salve Maker who's equipped with Hermes shoes to increase agility, to make sure that our healer can get in fast. With our actual Salve Maker is also a white mage as well. So not only have we got access to compounds, we've also got access to all level 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 white scrolls for healing, such as Cura, Dispel, and Revive, and Insura and stuff. We've got all that in there. That's our top character. We've got a Knight, level 2 as well for our second character. He's a level 9 Knight. We've got a level 9 Monk for our third character, and for our last character, she is a black mage but has also got the white mage job skill as well, so she has access to both black and white magic. Now clearly she's not as powerful as our Salve Maker stroke white sort of mage is, but it's really good for us to have 2 healers on the team, one for each character. So what we do, and what's recommended in this particular battle, is that when the barrier is up, you preempt any energy drains that he does by using Cura across the whole team for both of our healers. So worst case scenario, you'll waste a little bit of magic power for covering your team, but if he does happen to drain you in any particular turns, because remember, Who goes first depends on the agility of that member. So you need to make sure that you're covering yourself from all angles. As you can see there, we've just done 9999 damage with that particular character. So that's a massive chunk of his health off. A really good potion to use as a compound to use as a salve maker is the Phoenix Down mixed with a potion to create a resurrect potion, which is 9999 HP and a full restore straight off the bat. And you can factor in that potion only costs 20 PG, and then you factor in also that, you know, the Phoenix Down is only about 100 PG. 120 PG gives you a complete revival, so absolute max XP you could possibly physically have. So that's why we strongly recommend the Salve Maker. Even going for the rest of the game, that's just crazy overpowered stuff. What we also do, we also happen to have a Beast Liver and a Dragon Fang in that particular mixing order that allows you to create a Giant's Potion, and that Giant's Potion allows you to double your HP. Now that only lasts for a certain length of time. We reckon it's around about 5-6 minutes of in-game battle time, and obviously with a battle like this lasts 14 minutes, that means you're really not going to get the full benefit for the entire duration of the battle, but it does allow you to withstand the energy burst much more effectively. We've also got Angelic Ward on our main healer as well, and that's a 50% chance of having the damage you take in any particular attack. So it is basically a flip of a coin to see whether or not you're going to take the full brunt of the attack or only take half of it, which is a bit of a bummer relying on Lady Luck for a battle like this, but it's clearly going to be better than nothing. If you've got a performer with a got your back skill, then you can cast twice for 150% defense as well, which is also good for mitigating the damage taken from the energy burst. But even with our basic characters, the Salve, White Mage, Knight, Monk, and the Dark Mage as well, we've got a pretty good setup going on. We've also got plenty of Zeus energy balls as well for lightning, and every single one of our special moves, as we said, is fully equipped to deal with lightning and tip 4 doing extra damage to demons as well. So the real gist is energy barriers up, keep your BP up as much as possible, keep preemptive healing with both characters if you can, if you've got 2 healers like we do, or at least with 1 healer. Get that Giant's Potion on there onto your best character for healing, and basically just try and remember the agility levels, who's got the highest levels of agility, because that is the order in which your potions will get done. That's the order that generally that your moves will take place. Because the one thing you don't want to do, which we found can be quite easy to do in this battle, is that you line up one of your slower characters for maybe a special move, and by the time that special move gets ready to kick around, the boss gets in there first, puts up the barrier right before your special move, and then you've wasted a big chunk of your whole special move's gone to waste, which is really irritating when the boss can re-heal himself all the time. So we hope all these tips, we hope that this video has been of some help. It is a pretty close match, but again, we have gone in with the absolute bare minimum to beat the boss. So anything extra you do with levels, with skills, with Ablink, or with summons, by all means bring him to the battle, and it will make it even less frustrating and even quicker again. Don't forget to check out the rest of our Bravely Default videos. If you've got any comments, please subscribe, please like us, please leave comments. We read them all, we reply to as many as we can. If you have any feedback, we would absolutely love to hear it. Our Bravely Default strategy guide video, strategy guide itself, the complete guide to the entire game, from start to finish, with every boss, sub-boss, item, everything you could possibly want in the game. That should be live around about middle of February 2014, should you be watching this video later than that date. Thank you very much for watching this video, and best of luck with the boss. Take care, and bye bye.